I'm Jaime. I'm 35 years old and I am a survivor of peripartum cardiomyopathy, which is pregnancy-induced heart failure. I'm from New York. I live in LA. I work in the music business, working with songwriters, producers, and artists. And when I was 32 years old, I gave birth to my daughter and had heart failure. It had taken me a minute to get pregnant, and I do have a history of heart disease in my family. My father passed away when he was 55 from a heart attack and also had a type of cardiomyopathy. Never thought that any of that stuff would affect me. I wanted to be a mother my whole life. It was like, I wanted to have 5 kids. I was like obsessed with I can't wait to get pregnant and have kids. Like, I just always wanted that. In June 2016, I got pregnant with my daughter. My feet started becoming abnormally swollen. And I looked down at them and they looked like elephant feet. I had trouble breathing. I had trouble walking up the steps. 3 weeks before my due date, when I went in again and I was like, listen, I'm not okay. So please do something about it. She took my blood pressure and she saw that my blood pressure was through the roof. And they also saw protein in my urine that day. So they thought that I had preeclampsia. They told me that they were going to have to probably take the baby out. And I was like, that's great because I feel awful. And finally, someone is listening to me. I went to the hospital. They told me it wasn't preeclampsia after doing a 4-hour test, and they were ready to send me home. And I said, absolutely not. I need this baby out of me. I can't go on another day like this. Still didn't know I was having heart failure. So they induced me. I had a hard time giving birth. I mean, it was just hard for me to breathe when I was pushing. And that was the red flag again. It was like, why is it so hard for me to hold my breath and then, and push? And it's just not what it didn't feel right. I hadn't been through it before, but it just didn't feel like it was supposed to be this hard. My daughter came out. Everything was great for about 5 hours. I'm still having trouble breathing and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And what was happening, which I didn't know, was that the fluid after she came out was rising. And so I was having trouble breathing, and they kept telling me that I was having an anxiety attack because I'm emotional, I'm hormonal. I just gave birth and my daughter's in the NICU. About 5 a.m., I get woken up by 10 doctors standing around me, including my OB, who looked at like she had seen a ghost. And then the entire cardiac team came in and told me that I had just had heart failure. And I'm very lucky to be alive. Taking all of this information in was a lot. And at that time, I just said, am I going to be okay? Is my daughter going to be okay? That's all I want to know. They couldn't tell me, but luckily, after a week, we were released. I was then on medical leave for 8 months, getting my heart back to normal. I was in cardio rehab with all 85-year-olds. I was 32. Everyone looking at me like, why are you here? Luckily, after the 8th month, my heart got back to normal. And my doctor told me that I can go on with my life. And I never thought I would hear that. This has forever changed my life. And all I want to do now is be able to help someone else. I so quickly realized how fragile life is and how hard pregnancy is. And all I kept thinking about was, how do I get the word out about this? Because everyone just thinks pregnancy's, this easy, oh my God, amazing, perfect thing. It wasn't for me. It was horrible, but it did give me the best thing ever, which is my daughter.